Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 4th grade concept of relating fractions and decimals. This is standard 4.2G in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 30 off the 2021 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and then we will look at our answers together. So Paul threw a baseball 18.7 meters. We need to find the fraction that is equivalent to 18.7. So what we can do is let's build a place value chart, because if we can do that, that's going to help us. And we see we've got 2 digits to the left of the decimal, 1 to the right. So before we started looking at decimals in 4th grade, we would always start with the place value to the farthest right and call it the ones place. But now it's not always the one to the farthest right. It's the one closest to the decimal, but to the left of the decimal. So we need to kind of reorient ourselves on our place value chart. The whole numbers, starting with the ones and then the tens, always start to the left of the decimal. And then your fractional terms start to the right of the decimal. So that decimal is really going to kind of gauge as to what we're doing here. This kind of divides the whole numbers and the fractions. And you notice to the right of the decimal, we're going to start with tenths. So not tens, tenths, and that THS is very important. And so if we want to go ahead and put our 18.7 right there, we can put that there, and now we can start calling it something else. We're still going to keep that 18, but the correct way to say it is, instead of the point, we're going to say 18 and. This word and is reserved for the decimal when we're reading numbers out loud. 18 and 7, and then we name its place value. So 18 and 7 tenths. So if we want to figure this out, we can say it's 18 and 7 tenths, and hopefully you're hearing an answer there. You're hearing 18, so that's our whole number, and that means we're going to get into the fraction, 7 tenths. So 18.7 is the exact same as 18 and 7 over 10 as a mixed number. Now, we've got a few of these that are incorrect. Obviously, we see our answer down there at H, but let's just take a look at F. So we've got F right here. If we wanted to go to 18 and 7 hundredths, well, we've got the tens, the ones, the tenths, and you know what? We kind of missed a spot right there. This is the hundredths. So right next to the tenths is our hundredths spot. And so if we wanted to write 18 and 7 hundredths, it would be 18. And then you'd put a 7 in the hundredths place right there. You'd have to put a 0 in the tenths place to kind of hold its spot. So it would be 18.07, which is close to our 18.7. It's just one place value over. So this is 18.07, and it's not what we are needing. Now, G, 18 over 70 could possibly be something, but I'm not 100% sure what it is. What we are really looking for when we're looking at converting fractions to decimals easily is we are looking for fractions that have a denominator of 10, 100, or even if you get to 1,000, that would be fine, because in 5th grade, you're going to look at this place. This is the thousandths place, so like 1,000, but with the THS, thousandths place. So if you get a fraction with a denominator of 10, 100, or 1,000, you are good to go. You can easily translate it into decimal. But this right here, 70, there is no 70th place, so there's no place value equivalent to the 18 over 70, which means you'd have to divide up. That's the only other way to kind of figure this out. 70 into 18, and it's just way too long. It's not going to end up being 18.7 for many reasons. One of them being it's not a mixed number. There's no whole number right here. So that's incorrect. And then this 187 over 100, that's actually an improper fraction. So you would actually have to put the hundredths place would actually have to hold. There's your 187. It'd actually be 1 and 87 tenths, because it's an improper fraction. So this 87 fits in the hundredths place, and then the 1 kind of spills over. So it's close, but not quite what we need. Our answer here is H, 18 and 7 over 10.